All right, so off stream, I made some small changes. I've gained 8 dexterity there because it turns out I needed a little bit more. And oh god, quacking. I went out of this section over here and grab this, but I don't think this is a particularly good node. I'm a little concerned. But we'll see how it goes. Wah. Ducks are weird. All right, let's go to something. Oh, I see. It's okay. You just have to respond with a delay. Hi. Wah. Well, she should be. I should be asleep right now. Sleep and awake, man. She probably thinks you're a potato. That only hits for 10% conductivity? What the fudge? These things have like... Oh, 75% less effective curses of monsters. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. Alright. Good thing I don't rely on that. Oh, those trials are awful. Yeah. Very much. Cats can't smile. Long story short, he names them all dumb stuff. The mean streets. How did you know her name was Skippy? Oh. That's a really weird thing. Like, why were they so keen to have a cat sent to the Humane Society? I guess it's a really weird hill to die on. Bobloid would 100% adopt another cat if he could. He tried to get 2 more Sphinx cats. Yeah, because they're literally mobile, wrinkly ball sacks. That's true. They have gross earwax, and they're gross. It gives Bloodblade purpose. It's like, this creature is dependent on me for survival. So it turns out it takes a long time for me to eat an entire pork shoulder. Turns out pigs are very big. And when I've been eating like an absolute pig for the last few days, my ability to eat large quantities starts to diminish. Especially when it's the fattiest meat ever created. Pilgrim's vestments. How exciting. I don't even know what the hell this is. Oh, that's the plus 100 spirit thing that... Oh, the elemental resistances are maxed, but the armor and energy shield are not. But it turns out they are ass, so whatever. As far as like base stats are concerned. I don't even know if I'd use that on my witch. I don't think so. Ooh, 2 exalted orbs in like a second. Yep. As soon as Bloodblade is gone, I start getting awesome loot. Coincidence? I think not. You should lick the cookie and then lick Skittles. Said she tastes like French fries. You just put her in front of the window for a little while during the summer, and then you lick her afterwards. Mm-hmm. Cats are gross. All right. Yeah, I'm not convinced of that, but I can understand why one might reach that conclusion. Greetings. I wish there was rune affinity or something. Why do I have to do this? All right, new tower time. Let's go. Oh yeah. That felt good. Still feel like the sorceress is going to be the most powerful class in the game. Does everything you want it to do. It's got energy shield as a primary thing. It's on a good part of the tree. It's got access to ascendancies that are meaningfully applied to their desired abilities. You can fill the entire room with their abilities. Like you don't have to push more than one button. I mean, you should, but you don't have to. So let's see what my curse hits for. The first sneeze feels great. The second one is pretty good. After that, they're annoying. I've heard that if you sneeze 7 times in a row, you get to make a wish. So it's gotta be like sequentially, just headbanging back and forth. I'm pretty sure that's just because you get to be part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation because your spinal column severs from your skull, but let's just roll with that one. How's your Friday going, Vinegar Bob? Does it come true? I don't know. This is all just speculation, kind of like maintaining your virginity until 30 turns you into a wizard. It's the same deal. Bloodblade is not a wizard, so I'm pretty sure it's false. No, you can, but then you lose block, and it's not great. You die. Yeah, I feel like shields are way too strong. If you can use a shield reliably, doing it makes a lot of sense to me. And I actually have to start worrying about mana here. Should I put clarity on one of my things? I could do double clarity. That would be kind of okay. I don't. I'm not sure expert is the word I'd use, but fire away. Maybe I'll have an answer for you. I will tell you if I don't know. Just make it up. Just like, just screw this guy. I don't know. I made my own builds for a long time in PoE 1 for full self on hardcore. I made my own build for this. I don't know what sort of credentials you're looking for. I'm not playing hardcore right now though, so who knows? Wow. No, I'm getting slandered on Discord right now. Was it? I mean, my mom for her age isn't that bad looking. She drinks a little bit too much though. Would not smash. Hello, Hydra. Like, if I was unrelated, not my cup of tea. It's even less likely since we're related. That's okay. I get taken out of context all of the time. In fact, I'm pretty sure Vinegar Bob has already run away. Or he's typing a wall of text, one of the two. It's all kind of the same. What is going on here? Like, what's the meaningful, what? Was I lifting before? No, it's, well, I mean, I was lifting food to my face. Ready to rock? Do I even have a good precursor tablet for this? What's the easiest class to play? Which? Infernalist minions. There's nothing even close. Anybody that tells you otherwise is lying to you. And I'm not even memeing. There's not much else. Oh, Mirrors of Delirium. That could be fun. I think I'm going to save that one for later, though. Can you regal these things? No, okay. just kind of curious. You should never put a map in without it having some sort of currency burnt on it. Which means is the best and why is it arsonist? So the choice about the whole arsonist thing is less clear now that they nerfed spirit a little while back with the arsonist. You can kind of switch between the different mage types and have it cost the same. But there's a very real and easy synergy with the arsonist and the dog, the flaming dog or whatever, because the dog ignites and you can use that ability to act as your exposure and your culling source and all that other stuff, which will then allow you to buff your arsonist up to a higher level, because you just have this basically free blasphemy curse running around. That is the root of it. Well, you don't have to make them ignite normally, right? So because you can't have more than one ignite stack, you may as well just stop them from igniting. There's a support gem that deals more elemental damage but removes their ability to establish ailments, and you just turn them into bombers. Especially since clear is never the problem, right? It's always bosses. Single target, super annoying, you know, elite, whatever. That's always the biggest problem. Clear is rarely difficult to establish on a given build. I should stop doing tier 1s. I don't even know why I'm bothering. That would be the last one. I'll just move to something else.
Always get ambushed in places like this.
Anyway, a couple reavers, couple arsonists, you're good to go for the most part. You don't have something to attack with for the stuff that gets past the flame wall and the minions. I'm pretty sure you're just supposed to run away. Like all I did on my witch was just curse things for the most part. I haven't been on my witch for a while. I basically got my third ascendancy and decided I don't care anymore. I mean, that inactivity is why it's the easiest class to play. If you want a more active role in life, you're gonna have to give the minion thing a kick at the door and call it good. I kind of want to do a Chaos Infernalist at some point. I mean, Chaos Bolt would be fine if you were invested into it, but you're not going to be if you're a minion build. Like, that Chaos damage just does not extend. You'd be better off just using some, like, low tier ice or something just to buy time for your dudes to show up. I don't know which was effective, but I found it kind of boring. Respecking and the Hex Blast from the Infernalist. So you're gonna go into demon form? I feel like demon form is just a very advanced ascendancy to try to push You're not familiar with the game. Like, ED Contagion in general is strong eventually. Oh, cool. This is my first one, a golden charm. Yeah, super neat. I'm gonna remove my chaos charm, and I think I'm gonna hate myself for it. That's okay. I don't even really want to do that. Oh well. I don't even remember what Hex Blast does. One button build, you lazy? You're going to find that you're going to need to push like 3 buttons because you're probably going to need a Wither Totem. You're probably going to need to curse. You're probably going to have to make space and all that stuff because chaos damage by its very nature just doesn't really hit that hard. I wonder if you could do like double blasphemy, hex blast, and just... Oh, you can't double blasphemy. Yes, you can. So you get 120 spirit, and then you double curse, and you just run up into the grill and hope for the best. It sounds funny in my head, but I don't think it'd be very good. Now I kind of want to do like a Chaos Infernalist or something. Yeah, Contagion is very good. It's hard to scale for single target and that stuff. And you still end up in the same scenario where you're kind of just running around waiting for things to die, except instead of having the mobs there to distract from you, now you're just relying on your damage over time to do the thing. Like, my Poison Ranger was okay. I never really got her to a point where she was cresting over that power hill, where I didn't feel like I was... Yeah, maybe. There's just something about the finality of direct damage that's hard to get around. It's like, oh my god, I've got all 5 guys, you know, maxed out with all the curses and stuff, and they're taking damage, but during that time, all 5 are alive and pew-pewing at me, so it just feels bad. I mean, you're using Spark, right? No. Oh, because of your helmet. I mean, do you want to ignite or do you want shock? For clear purposes or single target? And just... Any idea when I'll stream another game? I mean, I can stream one whenever. Never. I don't know, I got lots of games to stream, I guess. The addiction is pretty real, yeah. I don't know. The reality is I stream when I want for the most part. I can occasionally be coerced into streaming other things, but depends on circumstances, I suppose. I never had a schedule. I'm not a like certain type of streamer. Like, I couldn't care less. I mean, if I was doing this for money or something, then sure, I'd try to focus on something to build an audience. Mathel looks so dead when he streams Path of Exile, though. The guy does nothing but stream Path of Exile. He's been doing it for absolute years, and people ask him all the time how he manages to do it. He's like, it's my job. I mean, you could do worse. And Path of Exile is actually a good game to stream just full time because they have new content drops on a fairly regular basis. So there's always a surge of interest. So while your income kind of drifts as, you know, the league finishes up, you at least know that there's going to be another one.
Quicken your pace.
I mean, there's a million streamers out there. If you don't like what somebody's doing, just move on. If you don't like what I'm doing, just move on. Like, there's so many people out there. Ooh. Oh, they're stupid. I kind of want to hold on to these. I got like a tier 8 roll. I need to look at Hex Blast now. Let's do I even have any tier 4 waystones? I have a couple. Okay. Let's do an occultist exploratory. All right. Let me grab a skill gem. We'll just grab one of these. Let's take a look-see. Hex Blast detonates a curse, causing explosions of chaos damage. Pretty cool. But removes the curse. So if you have blasphemy, you don't actually care. Maximum 9 explosions per cast, so it's capped. So you're just doing like close range Hex Blast explosions, and you hope that blasphemy keeps ticking fast enough to keep it up. That's really low damage for its level. 20% quality off of chaos. That's the problem with these things. It's not like they scale off of your weapon damage, which I mean they can't anyway because it's a friggin' wand, but interceptor. Mark a corpse. Couldn't care less. Isn't there something that let you use the corpse of your minions to use for these spells? So you put Despair on Blasphemy with Heightened Curse. What's Blasphemy's range? Like 6 meters? What's a radius? GGG, you jerks. I have to look up something out of the game. You did it wrong. It's the same base radius as the curse. Okay. .9 meters. +1 for the blasphemy, so it's 2.9 meters. That's like from here to Tujin, basically. It's nothing. Oh, I got a level. Interesting. I don't know if Defiance is worth taking. I don't think so. Figure it out later. Ugh, it's so bad. You don't want to be up in people's grill like that.
Hex Blast can be cast on cursed enemies to remove a curse and cause a chaos explosion. If a monster has multiple curses, all of them will be detonated. Hex Blast can be cast on...
Interesting. So they both get detonated. So you get 300 of 560 base at 14. So you grab Whispers of Doom. I'm just playing this out of my head and it feels bad. Withered Presence? You mean wither off of like a totem or whatever? Yeah. Or is it a spirit ability? I mean, if you're relying on double blasphemy, you're not gonna have the spirit for it. I feel like Withered Presence or Withering Presence is a trap because you're gonna be using the totem anyway, so you may as well just put Withering Touch support on it and call it good and save the 30 spirit for something else. Like, if you're going to try to rely on being up close and personal as a caster, you're probably going to want to keep the cognitive load of managing spells to a minimum. Grim Feast is so good too, but it's not good against bosses. And Blasphemy is just expensive too. You get it down to 54 spirit each with max stuff, max quality. Hmm. Could you do some sacrifice-based occultist? I don't know. That just feels weird. Excuse me. I don't think Blood Mage has anything that's interesting for this idea. The curses have infinite duration. You don't care in blasphemy mode, but Thanks for the follow, Green Cat. 25% chance. Yeah. Critically hitting a target, it spawns a remnant, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but you're never going to crit. Can't crit with dots. 25% of life loss from hits is prevented. Yeah, Blood Mage sucks. Why even bother? I don't know. Maybe I'm just not smart enough to see the point of it. Infernalist. Yeah, I keep doing that. My God. This is actually kind of interesting to me now. Just like some demon form blasphemy spewing cursor with chaos damage. Like you could put despair and then you put flammability or whatever the hell the fire curse is on this thing. I don't actually understand Demon Flame enough to care. I guess the problem is Yeah, lose 0.5% of life per second per demon flame. You deal massive damage, but you're just constantly losing life. Yeah, you won't be able to go full ES because you will shift back into demon after that. Although the life loss from the demon form is percentage based, so it actually doesn't really matter. Yeah, lose 0.5% of life per second per demon flame. I guess you could take out the doggo if you wanted to. I probably wouldn't. I don't know. You can choose either one of these. I'm not sure I'd go demon form right off the bat, but I don't know. So in the early game, you'd head up this direction, and you'd probably, yeah, go up this side of the tree and just pick up like the elemental stuff. Early chaos is just not great. Well, maybe it's fine. And then later on, you'd respec and you'd hit up these nodes here. There's some good energy recharge nodes here. I guess if you're not relying on minions. Yeah, so we'd start with something like that. I don't think you really care about cast speed. Oh, there's a whole chaos spiral here. That's kind of cool. How does mana regenerate rate interact with demon form? Or not demon form, pyromantic pact. Oh, maximum mana is replaced. So they're all useless, but in the beginning you'll probably need something. So you'd go like cast speed, I guess. You'd probably skip the max mana piece. Just go for it over here. I wonder if zone of control works with blasphemy. Oh, I guess it would, because it's a yeah, it'll work because the blasphemy aura is based on the area of effect of the curse. You know, this is actually kind of interesting. Yeah. It's not garbage. Orbs are pretty solid. It's just you have to use them with meta crafting things. Yeah, but you can get like the meta crafting stuff. What the hell are they called? The omens. It'll make it less random. So what you can do is you can annul something and then you can slam an essence, or maybe if they bring back delve, an artifact to try to get a better thing. I think this is going to be my next character, Vinegar. This is going to be really freaking weird. And I think it's going to be fun. Unfortunately, I don't think you can use things like Eldritch Battery because you don't have mana. So you definitely take Chaos Inoculation over here. Oh, you can't do that though. This is getting even worse. It'd be pretty funny if Chaos Inoculation and Demon Form were bugged, so it'd take a percentage of your life, but since you only have one life, you never take damage. I don't know, this is going to require some serious experimentation because I don't know what the interaction's like. I think there's a lot of interesting things that you could do here. And I think the nodes are really advantageously placed. The problem is really going to boil down to how do you deal with chaos damage? Like if you get poisoned while you're in the middle of demon form mode, you're going to get nuked. And I'd probably rely on blasphemy if possible, and just try to get your curse aura up as much as possible. Like royals, easy. Skip ruin. So unfortunately that means you have to come up from the bottom, which kind of blows, but there's all these recoup as life and whatever things, which are kind of interesting to me. It makes me wonder. The problem is life loss, not life loss, doesn't count as damage. No, so poison damage does not. It just goes right through. Bleeds also go through. Chaos does double against ES. So you can get away with the whole ES thing. It's just I would basically make a staunching or the anti-poison charms mandatory. Why am I moving so slowly? Okay. I think there's potential, but it's going to require a lot of fiddling. I think it'd be neat. I kind of want to add another thing to conductivity. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go back to my build here. I really like Hex Bloom just from like a quality of life perspective, but my clear is already really good, so who cares? Oh yeah, decaying hex is the thing. Forgot about that. Oh, 130% cost multiplier, so it'd make blasphemy require 18 more spirit. Seems bad. Excuse me. You're not gonna be able to use a scepter reliably. So you kind of have to build around the idea of having like max 130 spirit. What? Because you don't want to make a build that requires perfect gear. It's just not going to work. It's just going to piss you off. I kind of want to just throw inspiration on it. Call it good. Actually, expanse is the way to go, I think. Let's just go with expanse for now. Annoying. Right. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves a tier 3 map and see if I get wrecked. I should be okay. 25% chance to bleed on hit and 42% more magic monsters. It's fine. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just clearing stuff randomly. Who even cares? The real question is, what is Bubbly doing? Maps. How's your map going? Huh. Just bounce around the wall. Woo! Divine! It's too bad I don't do Trade League. Haha. Streamer luck. AK play for 12 hours a day. Do, 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 do. Everything hits hard. I need more armor. Need more everything. Slowly switch all of my gear to hybrid. Armor evasion. I mean, it's a really good way to get super strong really quickly. Unfortunately, I think the game's kind of built around that idea. But yeah, I don't do it. I am on a Trade League right now, but it's mostly so I can play with some moron named Bloodblade every now and then. Because in solo Self-Found, you can't do that. Oh, this is a breach. Have you seen one of these things yet? Well, you're gonna be in for a good time.
Been a long time since I've seen one of these.
Is it fine though? Sounds fine to me. Breaches are cool.
Cousin's third wife was a breachy. Let's not reunite.
Cousin's third wife was a breachy. Okay. I don't know what he's trying to imply, but sure. Still don't know if this build is going to be endgame capable. You can't really make that designation until maybe tier 10. Might need a little more mana regen. Maybe. What is this tentacle porn? Nothing but trouble. Oh, demon form. Blossoming chaos. What does Archmage read? It's like burn a whole bunch of mana, do a thing. Okay. Interesting. I need to determine how all that crap works with demon form. Because demon form says you don't have mana anymore. Infernal fire crap. Now, if it makes it cost more, even though it's not mana, that's not good. I think the thing about demon form is you don't want to be constantly casting. That's the whole point of it. You want to hit big, you want to hit hard. Or cast once. And I think chaos fits into that idea just fine. You kind of keep your infernal fire at some mid-level, 50% or so. See where things go. We keep switching characters. I should give you my ghost wraith. Ghost wraith, it's a chess piece. My witch is using it, but I'm not on my witch, obviously. Oh yeah, I'm in the levels where you can lose experience now. Haha. Best time ever. Whoop. Mapping loot. Super good. Oh, my inventory is very full. Doriani.
Yes.
Hello.
Elevore. Charms gain 0.5 charges per second. What a piece of trash. Oh, it's a helmet. Why would you ever use something like that? This is probably worth slamming. All the prefixes are okay. Tier 10 max life. Tier 5 armor and evasion. Increased rarity of items found. 2 open suffixes. Seems legit. Let's do it. Whoop. Oh, a whole bunch of 15s. I'm on board. No, the tools catalyst is an essence or currency. As far as I'm concerned, anyway. Am I gonna craft on a jewel? Probably. Yeah. Poison duration. Wrong class, but okay. Okay. Let's do a slammer amp. Okay, that was a bad roll, but okay. One more. Ooh, 16 chaos. Interesting. Yeah, that's worth a swap. Yeah, I'm okay with this for sure. Quickly running out of friggin' storm runes, but whatever. Yeah, I'm good with this. Would be nicer to have a higher elemental roll, but beggars can't be choosers. Pretty good baseline stats for this level. Let's roll with it. Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade some stuff. Sure, why not? And then on the bow, I need 146. Do I? Can't believe I just need more straight stats. It's insanity. Well, I don't need the high levels of strength anymore, but I end up losing life, which maybe I'm okay with. Yeah, okay, let's swap out 3 passives from strength to dex. Alternatively, I just pick up proficiency and call it good. What do I even need the intelligence for? Oh, it's literally my armor. I don't even have enough armor to use it. Wait, are my stats way out of whack as a consequence? What the fudge?
Speak.
Oh, it's because I changed my helm. Okay, so I need one more intelligence anyway. That's
Can't always get
sucky.
it right.
What is it?
I've got a different idea.
Okay. That could have been fatal. Just step out on a map and all of a sudden 35% of my resistances just vanish.
What is it?
So what's the minimum
well.
strength I need? 78?
What can I do? Go on.
I know what I was thinking.
That'll be a good little increase. Double check my stuff while I'm down here. More chaos res is always nice. We're still maxed out on fire, which is good. All the resistances are okay. And I'm walking around with more evasion. Heck yeah.
Horrid insect!
Just feeling pretty okay. So we hit a rare like that. We go like this, and then swap the weapon, and then boom, deleted. Isn't that just less damage by 10% or something stupid? It should be fine. I'd be more concerned about movement speed. I don't know why I'm so friggin' warm right now. Guess my space heater of a computer is having a good time. I should just open up a window. Right in the middle of winter. Good question. Why not? We'll be right back. Turn on my fan. Hopefully it's not too crazy from a sound perspective. Okay. Oh, that's a 16. Interesting. I'm never quite sure if what I should be doing is increasing my boss killer. Yeah. Precisely. Yeah. Jesus. Uh-huh. You should eat in another entire plate of macaroni and bacon, Data Basics. Then you'll never be able to do another squat ever again. It'll be over. Are you just eating leftovers? What was it? Your plate's supposed to be 50% fruits and vegetables. And the other two halves are protein and carbs. Something like that. You can actually use currency on those. Maybe I should have. Heat? It's a form of energy. Maybe I should carry around some alchemy orbs again. Like, you're getting strong boxes in these maps. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's the average gamer diet for sure. You need a little bit of fat though to account for the cheese and the hot pockets. Man, that Diablo 4 gamer launch event we did was awful. I pooped so badly afterwards. I went to Costco and I bought a box of like 50 pizza pops. And it was like 3 packs of Rockstar or something like that. And my body did not like it very much at all. Mm-hmm. Exactly, Mojo. Exactly. Definitely have enough damage for tier 4, but defenses are going to be problematic. That makes more sense for me, Bob. Word up, homie G. Your use of pronouns is making this very confusing. I don't have a plan at this point. There's a bunch of like armor and evasion nodes over here, which are pretty close and okay. I could grab proficiency to deal with all this weird dexterity stuff I'm experiencing. And then I could reallocate those as life nodes. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna be surprised. Yeah. Do I make the investment towards these other nodes? Well, in that case, I better log off right now. My future is Path of Exile 2 streaming. This is not a profitable adventure whatsoever. It's fun, but it doesn't put food on the table. So I should just become an ant. That way my food requirements are much smaller. It could be. I'll just transition. Not the right ant, I suppose. I gotta swap one of the cannibalisms out for clarity. I'm in the new sorcerer? Based on what? Just the grenades? Yeah, but there's no, like, synergy in that ascendancy for it. Other than you get to abuse the cull hit. I don't know, man. That doesn't make any sense to me. The sorcerer should be, like, apples to apples way better than the mercenary for Spark. There's some cutesy stuff. Attack speed isn't spell casting speed though. Just speed in general. Okay. Is it really that expensive? sure. Yeah, Exalted Orb. It's just starting to drop a lot more frequently, which is nice. Start slamming more gear. Just to see what happens. Maybe I like the double cannibalism. Gemling is such a good ascendancy for just whatever. Yep. Not in the same gem, but... No, it has to be on a different one, but... Well, the important part is you can use the same gems on like your clear skill versus your single target, so you don't have to make a choice. And then there's weird crap like double cannibalism or double clarity that are kind of neat. So I'm on double cannibalism right now just for the extra life gain, because I get 8% every time I kill something, so it keeps me up while I'm just zooming around. It's a good heal on bosses with, you know, extra mobs and stuff. I'm gonna get addicted to it, and then I'm never gonna want to go away from it.
Time is not on our side.
Some tiny little nerd. Oh boy, it's saying weird stuff. Sweet.
Yes.
Why does it keep happening to you, man?
Quicken your pace.
Sugar is sugar alone. Nothing else is sugar. I believe that sugar encompasses a wide range of carbon mixed things. Is there a limit to how many affixes a unique item can have? The answer is no. There is literally a unique that has like 20 friggin' lines. Yeah, it's stupid. It's not, well, it's an amazing leveling item if you get a good one. But it's not something that you would use past that. $25 decks. I'll take it. Yeah, it's the cobble. It's kind of funny. Uniques basically have whatever the dev decided to shove on it, so it doesn't follow any rules.
Ooh, better than coin.
Expert face mask. Protect myself from COVID. We don't need the nerd battle in chat. Thanks. I'm okay with this not happening. If you hold down Alt and you look at that Arian's cobble thing, it has quite the rolling range. Yeah, there was a human case of bird flu down in the US somewhere. There was one of them. It's probably the next pandemic. It's already jumped to a human once. No, people are always looking for the next one. Right now, it's probably bird flu. One of the first human cases of bird flu. Wow. Bird flu is just a really virulent flu. It kills people at a higher rate than flu does. It's just like COVID. People will just be like, it's another flu again, and then another 300,000 people will get wiped out of the US, and then carry on again. Actually, how many people died in Canada here? I'm gonna look at it though. We had 5 million coronavirus cases, 59,000 deaths, 1% death rate. That's significant. How many people exploded in the US? I know that we had a much lower infection rate because we actually masked this stuff. Shocking. The US had 1.2 million deaths. Again, same coverage, except a whole third of their population got infected. Whereas by extension, Canada had like a sixth, so we had half the cases. Craziness. Yeah, 1% death rate, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's really high. Oh well, people will do what they want to do, and they will suffer the consequences. Grandma's gonna have a bad time. Yes, there's a lot of knock-on effects, also mental health, and you know, people losing their businesses and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that came out of it. Yeah, that's the argument against the whole restrictive movement thing. You want a flu that reduces your myostatin? You want to be like a Belgian blue? Projectile speed doesn't do anything for me, but that attack speed level is good. Oop. Alright, that's not going to be a thing.
Hello.
CHAIR is chair. Not like that, but that's literally what happens, isn't it? Like myostatin reduces your, like, keeps your muscles regulated. And then if you don't have enough of it, your muscles grow bigger. The funny thing was, there was actually studies done on rodents in this, and they had a genetically engineered mouse that didn't have myostatin regulation, and it was like twice the size of its buddies, but it didn't have more force production, and it screwed with its heart. Like, it died sooner. Like, its organs were just effed by comparison to its normal friends. So I don't think myostatin dysregulation is something to be shooting for. Now, mouse models, of course, are different than humans, blah, blah, blah. But as soon as you start screwing with these things, you roll the dice. All right, let's go to the Sulfur Caverns. Sure, why the heck not? Tier 4. You did something as a pre-workout. You consumed a bunch of salt. You don't have your peri-workout drink? My god. Yeah. Why not? You basically snort salt before you lift, and then you have your high carbohydrate, like waxy maize drink. And then you're good to go. You've got everything you could possibly want. I mean, it helps with everything. Turns out having some extra sugar floating in your bloodstream means that your body doesn't have to go as far for the energy it needs after it burns through all that ATP. You had chocolate fudge. Yeah, it is. It's usually safer when Discord's muted because people say questionable things, and I am a wholesome individual. It just ruins my image. What are the chances that green cat guy is a bot? Not even there, so I guess that's a thing. Yeah, Discord's muted. Nikoko and Bullblade are here talking about weird stuff. Like cats. They're not always muted, just most of the time muted. It's mostly when Bullblade's feeling frisky. I should carry some alchemy orbs around for these. I'm assuming they haven't changed the way this works. You know, like a cat hair cyst? This is elemental. It is. Okay. All right. So in Path of Exile 1, you could take an orb and you could use it on these things. Okay, which you still can. Oh my gosh. Freezes me when activated. This is going to be amazing. You ready? Okay. Didn't actually kill me. That's sweet. Summon stupid exploding crap. Okay, where's the rest of the... Wow, double rarity. Did not do much, did it? Sure. Holy poop. I almost got annihilated. You like that database, didn't you? The potential for my agony. I moved a little faster than I would have liked. My gloves still suck. Oh. He just likes the antagonistic attitude. Reminds him of home. It's not enough. I had over 300 on my witch. Still wasn't enough. Oh. Weak. Get more. I want you to be the most spiritual man ever. I want your character to walk around as if they're praying the entire time. I want them to be surrounded by the holy glow of your spirituality. Ow. Just put on more blasphemies. Just like triple blasphemy. Oh, should start. Oof. Just about. Not quite.
Bloody beautiful.
Go on.
Maybe I'll try to get a witch up to the same level that Nakoko is. We can be witch friends together. Yeah, well, that's a nice side effect, but not the goal.
Greetings.
What do you guys have to sell me? I don't care about additional bolts. Not important.
Cole.
Gross. You've been outed. Message read, not responded to. Ghosted. I ghost people all the time. Yep. That's the most wholesome. No conflict. Maybe it's like an angry message. I don't know, maybe somebody perceived that I did something even though I didn't. Well, that's their perspective. See, this is the problem with relationships. It's all subject to interpretation. Almost died. We're good. Okay. That double cannibalism is very good. Gemling is the best bling.
Weak animal.
Zerglings are pretty cool too. The unsung hero of StarCraft. I think that's that Ezomite thing that I hate because it stops you from rolling. Which is honestly disastrous in this game. They see me rolling. Yeah, unwavering stance. Cannot dodge roll. That is disastrous. Mm-hmm.
See you next time.
Hello.
Greetings. Until next time.
I'd probably go crazy too if I was a house cat. Wow, you're real synchronized right now and it's terrifying. Monsters have double increased freeze buildup, ignite chance, and shock chance. Hell yeah. 25% chance to bleed on hit. Amazing. Just pretend I'm playing PoE 1. But if I was playing PoE 1, I wouldn't even be able to see the screen because it'd be moving too fast. Area contains 11 additional packs of Ezomite monsters. This is going to be exciting. Let's do it. Oh, we could do like a boss map? Just because why the heck not? I've seen the RTX 5000 prices. No, but technically neither of you. A lot of that speculation is around the tariff costs. I don't think there's been any reputable leaks. There was some extrapolation done based on some like preliminary pricing for pre-built, but I don't think they ever solidified anything. $2,200 US for the 5090? I hope not. As much as I love dropping $3,000 for a single video card, I'd probably do it anyway. YOLO. Yeah, I'll put it in Discord. I'll let people dig away at it because I'm unlikely to buy things day one anyway, even if they're available. It is looking like the 9950s are shaping up to be an upgrade over the 9800s, so there's that. So I'll go big Uber ding dong. Yeah. Rule 34, if it exists, there's porn of it. Yeah, that's what it says. That's like an ancient 4chanism. There's a whole bunch of them. I'm pretty sure that Overwatch is only popular because of Diva's butt. I think the proof of that hypothesis was given in the form of a sandwich that was being molested by a can of Mountain Dew or something. Mind-blowing. The internet is a weird place. I already told you what it is. If it exists, there's porn of it. Oh, the internet's a weird place. Yeah, I mean, I'm on it, so by extension, it must be true, yeah. When I was a kid, I never thought it'd be wasting my life streaming video games, talking to weird people on the internet. Oh boy. Yep. Mistakes were made. I'm in too deep now, I can't pull out. It's impossible to escape the vortex. It's going to be fairly difficult, I think, to do that. Where is it supposed to go in the Lost City? Everywhere. I don't know what else to tell you, man. Eventually, after you go through these things enough, you'll start to see a pattern in the way the maps are created. Or maybe that's just my autism, but there is a logic to them. Typically speaking, if you're lost, follow the road. Bubblehead keeps claiming I'm autistic, but I'm not convinced. The trick to dealing with content on the internet that you don't want to see is ignoring it, because it literally goes away because nobody cares. You've uncovered the whole map. Have you changed it so that your mini map doesn't have a whole bunch of garbage on it? Also, why is this not opening? I don't even remember what the Lost City is. No, that's Ootball or whatever. Like it's Ootball to Agarat to the sacrifice place to the Black Chambers. Lost City in the jungle? Yeah, but there's interface settings that make the map easier to read, because you can remove all of the extra like terrain fluff that actually obfuscates where you go. Hmm. For some reason, I can't remember what you're talking about. Oh, it's an Act 2 zone.
Greetings.
That's an okay base. 140 life, 8.6%, or 8.6 life regen, 270 energy shield.
Time is not
No resist on it, but you can fix that. All suffixes, which is really disappointing. Is it worth slamming this? Physical attack damages mana isn't really going to help me out too much.
What is it? Quicken your pace.
Let's take a look. Where was that place? Oh, it's the halfway point between... if this is where I think it is... Yeah, you go to Keth, you go underground. Yeah, and then there's just some like rando staircase downward. Hmm. Ugh. Wait, how do I have 5 prefixes? Oh, I didn't. It was 2 and 2. It just gave me like a tier 1 armor roll. Gross. Oops, what am I doing with my life? I kind of want to wipe one of those. Alright, let's YOLO chaos. I want that tier 1 roll to vanish. I didn't. It got rid of something else. Well, I bricked it.
What can I do for
I didn't really want it anyway.
on with the work?
Currency is fun. So 2 prefixes, 3 suffixes. Gross. This one has the same problem, where it doesn't have particularly good suffixes because it's all stat based. the 100 energy shield is not really doing me any favors. Okay, I will start picking up stuff. Jeweler's orbs are rare, yeah. As for that other piece, they don't drop super frequently. Oh, I could actually put a font of mana on this. Let's go ahead and update my build. Font of mana. And done. Save. Alright. Go and grab a font of mana. No, they drop whenever. It's just a question of rarity. I mean, I don't mean like rarity as in the stat rarity, because that doesn't affect orb drops. It's just whether or not it will drop. It gets more common as you get into higher levels. I wouldn't get too hung up over that crap. They're meant to be rare. I just use them because it's fun. It's not really optimal. Like, I should probably have swapped them for Exalts instead. I got a 2-to-1, but because I don't use the Trade League, I don't really care. I don't mind YOLOing every now and then, see if I get lucky. It still hasn't opened. What is going on?
All I did was touch it.
You back yet? I will give you my theory as to why people are complaining about rarity. All right, so the first thing is that GGG in Path of Exile 2 does not do a good job of explaining the paths to getting gear. So when people come from games like Diablo or whatever, their expectation is that the item that they want to use is going to drop at a reasonable pace. The reality is that these items do in fact drop at a reasonable pace in this game. The problem is you have to go ahead and make them yourself. So the whole crafting loop and that, you know, cost of doing things is cognitively more complex than people are used to. Okay. And it's a combination of ignorance and just lack of familiarity with the idea and, you know, all that other crap. Doesn't matter. The next problem is that they're comparing this game against Path of Exile 1. Path of Exile 1 had a much different design ethos. It was meant to drop all this weird crap, and there was a lot more stuff that just kind of dropped. But as a consequence of that, and the fact that there were life nodes on the tree, it was harder for GGG to balance. So as a consequence, your build, if it was bad, it was really bad. Which meant that people ended up leaning a lot on streamers and whatever else to present builds that were mostly functional, as the game was a lot more complicated to build for. Also, people are comparing themselves against streamers who are playing all day, every day, because it is literally their job. And they're like, why don't I have an entire currency tab full of 10 million exalts like they do? Well, you're not gaming the trade system the whole time. You're not living and breathing the game. Like, you're going to have a bad time. And most of these people are building this wealth of availability in the later game. And most people aren't getting to, late tier maps where they get all these super expensive, cool items. So as a consequence, they don't ever have that opportunity to build the wealth. They're spending it trying to bring up characters through level 60 or whatever and expecting these god tier things to drop, and they're just not going to. You've either got to make them yourselves or you get supremely lucky. We're also kind of culturally slanted that way, which is kind of aggravating things these days. You expect to get everything handed to you in games. And life. Like, it'd be good if GGG was like, in the beginning of the game, hey, put up a little tooltip on one of the vendors in the beginning of the game and say, hey, vendors actually sell good stuff from time to time. They refresh their inventory every day and every time you level, basically. You should go and visit them regularly. Oh, these orbs that keep dropping? You can use them on item bases that are interesting and try to make a good item. Like, none of this stuff is talked about. So unless somebody actively goes out and looks up this stuff or tries to answer their own question, they end up just getting frustrated. Like, why are all these other people getting cool stuff and I'm not? What's up with these drops? Why is this not like Diablo, where I can just get a whole bunch of legendaries and clear the entire universe? They're like completely different games with completely different ethoses. I didn't even look at what the map affixes are. Whatever. That's the worst case, I die. I'm not playing hardcore right now, so whatever. Oh, breach. Anyway, that's my view on things. The learning curve is still high in this kind of game, and it's pretty unforgiving. And people think that they can outdo the mechanics with better gear, and they can. But the chances of them actually getting to the point where they can ignore mechanics just off of gear alone is very, very low. Yeah, PoE 2 is less trading centric. I played Soul Self-Found in PoE 1 and it was okay. It was just a lot more effort. Maybe I would have liked. Path of Exile 1 wasn't really balanced around trading, I would say, either. The pinnacle bosses were built around the idea of perfect gear. Like Mastermind and whatever else. But I don't think the game itself, like just the idea of mapping and going through the campaign, was dependent on trading. I really liked what they did in Lost Epoch. Where you could choose between two different like global guilds. One of them was a merchant guild that allowed you to trade. And then one of them was built around the idea that you're going to get your own gear from just farming for it. And it gave you bonuses towards that end. I thought that was super cool. Thank you. I don't think Bowblade agrees. I think he's just scum.
Logistics has always been the true key to warfare.
Thank you. I don't even know how to optimize this thing.
Kill him. Always like watching things explode.
Oh.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Skittles has left the closet. Who threw that giant knife at me? What the hell? Lies. It's headed straight for my kidneys. Wow, these are impossibly strong. Holy balls. But okay, I gotta. Holy crap. I have to treat these all as like mini bosses? Like, what the hell? Yeah, I get the idea of the whole like endless thing, but what you can do is you can set yourself a goal, right? Say, okay, I want to kill, you know, this pinnacle boss, or I want to get this thing, and you just call it good. Or when it stops being enjoyable, just put the game down. Crazy, maybe? I don't know. Wow, that was... It's not even done yet. Why is everything not working well? Players are cursed with temporal chains. Okay, fine. Blah, blah, blah. Players at 30% less color, 100% increased waste balance. There's nothing that's stopping this. I don't think I can shock them. He's got so much resistance that I can't shock him. For some reason, my curse hits him for 0%. I actually have no idea what the heck is going on here. You know, games are some of the best dollar to hours of entertainment value things out there. There's no need to finish a game if you're not enjoying it. It's okay to enjoy a game and then not enjoy it. Stop playing it. I end up playing Diablo for like 3 weeks. It's awesome, and then I'm done because it's not that deep of a game. You just run around like an idiot for a little while.
Stay still, damn it!
Head up to town for a minute.
Greetings. Go on. Yes.
Bum, 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 bum. Gamble sprint.
On with the work.
What's up, man? Yeah, you feeling it? Teddy's destroyed.
What can I do for you?
You liked it on some level. Don't lie to me.
Waiting.
Just condense it. Do it in one day.
Stay dead!
What the heck does runic even mean in this game? Good luck. Don't slice your tendon open. Ballblade really enjoys screwing up his Achilles. Really likes the agony. Man, this is super fun.
Rapid lightning!
Where's the legs? But sure, why not?
Yes. Of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fire away, man. Exotic coinage. What is that even? All right. Is there anything else that's crazy strong in here still? Chaos resistant my ass, so like everything resistant. Yeah, it makes sense. I feel like everything's easier once you're stronger. Yeah, you gotta follow the Mike Menser strategy at that point. Still have no idea why my curse isn't working. Hacking heck. At least they don't hit that hard. They're just tanky. This guy's taking it. These things are unbelievable. What is this game?
Have those been right under our feet?
Glad to see you. Don't drink the water.
That was so much effort for so much nothing. What the heck do these? Okay.
Here for a deal?
Oh boy. Nice. When are you getting your cut? I mean, that's gaming in a nutshell, Bob. It's like watching movies, right? In the end, it's pointless, but it's nice. It is 100% pointless. I will fight you on this. Oh, okay, I see. Like, oh, I get to feel weird feelings for a while. Like, oh. I usually eat chicken sandwiches, like spicy ones, when I want to feel something. I mean, I could the same way. Oh boy. I usually don't think about movies too much after they're done. You should suggest a super emotional movie. This movie's fine, whatever. I'm out. Your deepest favorite movies, like the original Pokemon movie? What's your deepest favorite movie? I need a point of comparison here. The embarrassment? Like you're not even gonna. Oh. Well, why do I need to feel the feelings that you feel for these movies? Oh.
Speak.
Yes.
I don't know. There's a bunch of movies that hit me pretty good, like Meet Joe Black. Yeah, exactly. You're a monster. That's why. How dare you?
Time is not on our side.
Oh, see, now you've made it so that you're numb to these possibilities. You've explored the depths of emotions so deeply that you can no longer experience these things.
Yes. On with the work.
It's a 90s movie. I don't know.
Let's do
Oh gosh. Oh. '90s movies feel weird. Okay. I mean, they definitely have a different feel than
Hell.
more modern ones, for sure.
I'm here. Watch your back.
In a gambling mood.
I've always found it interesting that people have a hard time choosing between different characters in video games, for example, and they have to choose one to live over the other. And I'm just like, just choose whoever annoys you the least or is hottest. Just go nuts. Yeah, it's super easy. It doesn't matter. It's not real life. That's it. So? Yeah, which is why you choose along those lines. It's all about making your own life better. Seems easy to me. I don't know. How much did this person annoy me? Are they a child? Okay, well, sorry. It's like the mist. Yeah. I couldn't get into the mist. That was probably a super emotional movie, and I just didn't understand it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So if you don't feel bad for the characters in any way, then it's not emotional. Did you cry during Godzilla? Yeah, exactly. It's going about the way you'd expect. But at least my build is working. That's all I care. Oh boy. You cried when Godzilla got nuked. Poor lizard man. Okay. I'm gonna make a new character soon, I think. For Vinegar Bob. He's given me an idea indirectly. I think it's gonna be absolutely awful, but I'll figure it out. It's gonna be Infernalist, Demon Form, Chaos Blasphemy. And we're gonna make it work. It's gonna happen. Yep. I just want to fight things. Fight the power. Fight the man. Oh my gosh, I've only got one more of these, don't I? And what the next class released is going to be?
Time is of the essence.
We're gonna make it work. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, I think a lot of people were disappointed when the druid wasn't available, so that might be a high up there.
Yes.
Other than that, who knows?
With the work.
I suspect we'll see a larger content patch sometime in like late January,
Hello.
once everybody's back from holidays and all that jazz. Yeah, exactly. So there's going to be a little bit of stuff around that, I think. I don't feel like juicing this. Yeah, they're supposed to have all the summons and stuff. Like, I was actually gonna dip into that tree with my witch. Just get some wolves. But nope. That whole tree was gone. Non-existent. Yep. I guess I'm gonna have to start off my witch in usual ED contagion mode, because I'm not gonna be able to get blasphemy until Act 3. How long have I been streaming anyway? It's 3 hours. Gross. Yeah, I'm starting to turn into a potato too. I'm gonna go for a walk on the treadmill or something. Something hyper awesome in here. This is mostly some lame. Let's just grab a regal, I guess, and I don't know. Meh.
Wait, animal!
Man, a siphon is so annoying.
Better than corn.
Still missing a ritual? Hmm. Where the heck could it be? Did I not go far enough down that way? It's like Bob in the Lost City. Where's the one tiny little edge that I have not completed? The heck? No, whatever, I don't care. Done. Alright friends, I'll be on later. gonna take a break. I'll probably plan out at least what I think the first like 30 levels are gonna look like on my witch, and then we'll go from there. Take care of yourselves, everybody. Have yourself a good night.